Have you ever struggled with this shot? Have you ever rattled the ball like this? No worries, the wait is over. In this video I want to share a tip Earl Strickland gave to me when I was practicing with him. I want to tell you a little story back in the days when I was in Astoria, Queens in New York, practicing with Earl Strickland at Amsterdam Billiards. And I want to tell you an interesting story. We were playing around a little bit, he was showing me some tips and tricks, and we were also playing some games. Of course I lost, but who will not lose to Earl Strickland? Anyway, let's get back to the story. The situation I just showed you previously came up in a match and I rattled the ball and I could not get position onto the 9-ball. And Earl Strickland, in his own ways and manners, told me what I was thinking and why I'm not able to pot the object ball, because it's actually too simple and he never misses this shot. My interest was piqued, so I asked him, what could I do, how could I improve, and how could I not miss this shot again? And I warn you, it sounds completely crazy and weird at first glance, but if you try it out, it actually makes sense to a certain degree. Although I have no idea about physics, I'm not very good in mathematics, but for some reason it works. And since this tip, which I want to share with you, is actually very helpful to me, I thought to myself, I'm gonna put a YouTube video out and maybe it's also going to help you. As you may have noticed, this is a shot where you have to apply a lot of top right hand or top left hand spin to use 3 rails to get position onto the 9-ball. As I showed you in the intro of this video, it happens to me, maybe it also happened to you, that you want to pot this ball, you rattle the ball, or you don't pocket the ball at all. Even the white ball sometimes falls into this corner pocket and you don't get any position onto the 9-ball. So to Earl Strickland, the solution to pocket this ball and to get a 3-rail position onto the 9-ball is very simple. Forget about aiming fractions on the object ball, try to adjust the spin on the cue ball. No, nothing like this is necessary. Just aim completely full onto the object ball, apply as much top right hand spin, in this case onto the cue ball, and don't baby the shot. Trust the deflection of your shaft and just stroke and get 3-rail position onto the 9-ball. So it's all about deflection, it's all about spin, and it's all about aiming. As mentioned, if you thought it couldn't get any weirder, it definitely does. Because it even works at very shallow angles like this, even shallower angles like almost close to the rail, but it also works at quite steep angles. And I have no idea why it is like it is. Maybe some smarter people like me, like Dr. Dave, or anyone out there with some mathematics or physics backgrounds can explain to me why this is working. But Earl Strickland also mentioned something. He said, you should, in this case I should try out how far I can move the white ball into the middle of the table so it still works, so I still can pot the object ball. Because this might vary from aiming point, from viewing point, from shaft deflection, how much spin you apply on the shaft, etc., etc. But hold on, folks out there, just give it a try. Just give it a try with your cue, with your shaft. And since the approach to those kinds of tips is also very interesting, I want to share some mental advice from our partner Inside Performance Coaching that mentally strong players sometimes need to risk a little bit. And in this case, maybe risk trying this advice of Earl Strickland. But now I want to show you that you can use the same method, the same aiming or stroking method, in various shots as well. Let's start with this one. I move the object ball way further up the table, similar shallow angle on the cue ball. Let's see if it works out. So I'm gonna comment on this as well. So you see I'm not gonna aim very hard and it goes in completely smooth. You see how much spin is on the white ball and I can pot the 9 ball very easy. Another shot would be this one ball almost close to the rail, very close to the middle pocket. The white ball is very close to the 1 ball and almost straight. And in this situation you can apply the same aiming method or cueing method Earl told me. Just aim completely full onto the 1 ball, just stroke it and you will get perfectly onto the 9. So I'm going down onto the ball, aiming completely full onto the object ball, putting on a beautiful stroke with a lot of spin, and I'm perfectly onto the 9 ball again. And of course it would be easy just to draw the shot somewhere back here to get onto the 9 ball, but that would be too easy. We want to show off, we want to show what we are capable of, and that's what these kind of shots are for. Please let me know in the comment section below what kind of videos you would like to see on this channel, what kind of tips you want me to share with you from professionals, how they practice and how they prepare for their big matches. If you like what you saw, then we'll see us again in the next video, and please click the subscribe button. Have a great day.